Now on ITV1, we take a look at the biggest talking points from today's matches in the EFL, in the English Football League highlights.
Reawaken dreams. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Welcome to our EFL highlights on a big day in League Two as the leading pair go head-to-head. Swindon Town have made the trip to right here, the Copperjacks Community Stadium, home to a Bromley side who are creating their own slice of history so far this season.
Bromley are proudly perched at the top of League Two, meaning the Ravens are currently enjoying their highest ever ranking in the football pyramid. Their recent 7-game winning run has propelled Andy Woodman's team into promotion contention in just their second EFL campaign.
How good is it being a Bromley fan right now?
Yeah, it's really great. I mean, it's so good. The team's doing so well, top of the league.
Do you think you can get promoted? Big game today.
It's already done, isn't it, surely? Just going to walk it now.
We can't even think about promotion at the moment because it just feels so unreal at the moment.
Second place Swindon are hoping to go within 3 points of our hosts. In Ian Holloway, the Robins have a manager that's seen it all over his 1,061 games in the dugout. The 62-year-old is aiming for the 4th promotion of his managerial career.
So not only do we have 2 key protagonists in the promotion race, we also have the 4th tier's leading goal scorers, Michael Cheek and Aaron Drynan, both with 14 goals so far this season. Dan Windle has the mic for this one.
South East London is alive with the joys of January. Sat clear at the summit, Bromley remain bullish in their pursuit of another historic promotion. The hosts make 2 changes from the side that drew at Chesterfield last weekend. Carl Cameron and Kyle Samuel come into their back 4. The congested chasing pack continues to be spearheaded by Swindon Town despite a turbulent start to the year for the Robins. Swindon make 5 alterations from their midweek FA Cup exit. A sellout in South East London working wonders there. Andy Woodman, what can he conjure as the top 2 collide this afternoon at Hayes Lane? Drynan slipped in down the right-hand side, in towards the box! Fletcher Holman nipping in to nudge Swindon into the lead. The visitors strike first in this top-of-the-table clash in League Two. What a way to make your introduction. A first club goal on your full EFL debut. Swindon in the ascendancy without doubt, in towards the near post, glanced on by James Ball, important save away to his left, Grant Smith, the follow-in from Ball, rammed wide, Swindon really pressing for the second. Ian Holloway's visitors clearly enjoying the best of the game, and Holman slipped in again, an important save by the feet of Grant Smith. That save keeping Bromley in it. Andy Woodman's side really not got going. In towards the far post, Show Me rising! Where will it drop? Where will it settle? Connor Ripley smothers the ball from point-blank range as Jude Arthurs try to ram it in. Unbeaten in their last 8. Surely Bromley will improve in the second half. In comes the cross, glance goalwards. Where will it drop? Ashley Charles for Bromley inside the opening 30 seconds of the second period. The hosts fire back. Ashley Charles rifling it into the roof of the net. The league leaders finally come to life. Long throw by Ball. Header won by Bromley. Palmer! So close, Ollie Palmer, to giving Ian Holloway's visitors the lead again in South East London. Inches. We are fast running out of time. Odateo trying to bulldoze his way to the dead ball line. High hung up ball, Kabamba! Surely the winner, Nicky Kabamba, subjected to foul abuse in the last week. The striker shows us just how to respond. Rising highest. Chance to wrap it up, Nicky Kabamba. What an impact, scoring less than a minute after coming off the bench, and another big save. Ripley keeps it out. What an afternoon, what an impact, Nicky Kabamba. There goes the full-time whistle. Second best certainly in the first period, but Bromley again find a way. Andy Woodman's hosts stay 6 points clear at the summit. Swindon left deflated once more. Full-time Bromley 2, Swindon Town 1.
OK, so Bromley pull off a late victory to keep them top of League 2. And delighted to say their manager, Andy Woodman, joins me now. What a win!
It was a fantastic win. You know, we go a goal behind, which was a little bit frustrating because of the actual manner of the goal. I thought it was a foul on Michael Cheek that wasn't given, and then they go up the other end and score. And then second half, we tweaked a few things at half-time, and then I just felt there was only one team going to win, and I thought exactly what we're about, showed all of our character today.
Nicky, you must be buzzing after that to score such a late winner.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling, especially after obviously the penalty miss last week for myself. So yeah, it's good to come on and get 3 points for the boys.
Today was a sellout. We were speaking to a number of the fans before the game, and one fan had been here for 10 years and said this is the best it's ever been. Do you and the fit players feel that as well?
Yeah, we do. We kind of not concentrate on that. I think we've got a job to do. We know we've still got a long way to go, all those old cliches, and we kind of just want to crack on to the next game now. And this is only a good result if we win again Tuesday. They're a really fantastic group of players, good human beings, and they want to succeed for each other, and there's nothing better than that. The culture of this football club is fantastic.
I'm fuming because I didn't see my team play anything like I wanted them to, as we did in the first half. We came out here and kicked it. That's exactly what they want. So, absolutely mental in there. I don't understand what changed with our game plan. Well done to them. So, we must be bottlers. That's what it looks like.
Are you and the boys allowing yourselves to dream League One football just yet?
We're a very humble group, very humble group. We like to keep our feet on the ground and literally just attack every game as it comes, one game at a time.
There's no point celebrating anything till you've done anything, and at the moment we haven't done anything, you know, and I don't want anyone to think I am or the players getting carried away. We're just ploughing through the games and making sure we keep picking up the points.
So Bromley extend their unbeaten run to 9 and solidify their spot at the summit. We'll return to League 2 a little later on in the show as the rest of the leading pack try to reel in the Ravens.
Let's move to the Championship and to the Riverside, where second place Middlesbrough were hoping for a fourth win on the spin. With Coventry not playing until Monday, Kim Hellberg's side could go within 3 points of the leaders with victory. Visitors Preston North End started the day clinging on to 6th spot, despite back-to-back defeats.
Preston have been strong from set pieces this season. It is played straight in, and the header is chested away, but not dealt with cleanly. Solbrin with an important intervention. Gordon Story couldn't turn it over the line. Appeals for a penalty too.
Looks like it's gone on to Matt Taggart, chest and then onto his hands.
I thought, first of all, it came cleanly off the chest, but it was here where it struck the hand of Target. The football fixture list has meant this is Middlesbrough's first game on Saturday since the weekend before Christmas, when they were beaten at Bristol City. Good ball into the box here, and it could be an opportunity for the opening goal. No flag, it is, and well, it had to be. Alan Brown, the player who captained Preston for so many years.
Alan Brown playing in that right wing-back role. He's got acres of space. It's a great diagonal pass. I think it's from Matt Target. Beautiful first touch. And he has the composure to slide it underneath the goalkeeper, Walton. No celebrations from Brown, given that his connection with Preston North End. But a fantastic ball from Target and a really good finish.
Middlesbrough, the only team in the Championship who've yet to drop a solitary point from a winning position this season. All 13 games in which they've scored first, they've gone on to win. They come forward again, and it's Conway, and it squirms into the bottom corner, and Middlesbrough double their leads, and Middlesbrough are on course to make it 4 wins in a row.
Conway loves going through one-on-one in a bit of form, bit of confidence at this moment in time. Gets through the legs of Walton, 2-0.
What a pass from Luke Ayling as well. And Conway is a man who has rediscovered his mojo. For the in-swinger this time, but it's comfortably gathered by Walton. Again, they play themselves into trouble though, and it's Whittaker who punishes them. And Middlesbrough's top scorer reaches the milestone of 50 career league goals on the first anniversary of his move from Plymouth.
Well, it's been kamikaze defended from Preston North End, trying to play out from the back. This time Walton and Lindsay get into all sorts of trouble. Whittaker does really well to nick it off Lindsay, and then the composure to put it into the back of the net.
Heckingbottom was a little bit agitated in his pre-match news conference this week. Talked about wanting his players to be ambitious, but do have to counter that with realistic expectations. They've given the ball away again there, and Conway stumbled, but does win a free kick. This is going to be an interesting decision for the referee, and the afternoon just gets worse for Preston. Just 4 minutes into the second half, and their second successive red card in as many matches. Gordon Story is off.
Down to 10 men, it's going to be a real long second half now, if it wasn't going to be long with a 3-0 deficit already.
The body language of Stuart McCall really this week could not have got any worse, could it, for Preston? This one within shooting range. Castledine to take it, and it's parried. It'll be 4. A second goal for Conway. It's 4-0.
Well, when we thought it couldn't get any worse, it certainly has for Preston North End. It's a routine save, really. Just parried it straight into the pathway of Conway.
In Hellberg's side, making it 4 wins in a row with another 4-0 home victory.
Ipswich Town are the Championship's form club, taking 16 points from the last 18 available. Next up for the Tractor Boys was a trip to Sheffield United, who were unbeaten in their last 6 league games at Bramall Lane.
Peck. Ben Mee now. In danger of losing possession. It's Sindra Valley. Eggerly! Fine save by Cooper, who prevents a certain Ipswich goal. Town starting on the front foot at Bramall Lane, and that is an excellent stop by Michael Cooper. Palmer looking for Brooks. He might yet get onto it. Saved by Walton. There's O'Hare. Cleared off the line by Dara O'Shea, I think. What a lively start to this game. Either side could have taken the lead. O'Shea's block ensuring that the Blades didn't. McCallum. Oh, not a good pass. Hurst, room to turn. He finds Clark. Hurst saved by Cooper. Smodix saved again. The goalkeepers of the Stars so far, and nobody more so than Michael Cooper. Super double save. Ipswich corner then. Not a blue shirt anywhere near it. And the Blades can clear. Now Harmer. Oh, what a ball that is. O'Hare is in. First touch is good. And the second knocks it into the back of the net. Sheffield United lead through Callum O'Hare, but he might not know too much about it. O'Hare clattered by goalkeeper Wharton, I think, who's now getting involved with the Sheffield United players. Wonderful ball from Harmer, and as he guides it in, O'Hare, Wharton catches him with a stray boot. I'm not at all sure it was intentional from the goalkeeper. But Sheffield United are incensed and is kicking off on the touchline too. Chris Wilder will get a yellow card for his protests. Harmer finding Bamford. Referee waves play on despite the foul on O'Hare. It's Patrick Bamford's shot. Saved by Walton. Now it's Suriki, saved again. And Brooks! 2-0 Sheffield United. Andre Brooks with the goal in first half stoppage time. And what a huge test this is for Ipswich Town now. Burns. Nice little 1-2 with Furlong. Here's Jack Taylor. Oh, was that hands? It's a penalty to Ipswich. A lifeline for Town. McGuinness blocking Taylor's shot with his arm. Jack Clark. He scores. And it's game on at Bramall Lane. 30 minutes left in the 90. Keeper bangs it forward again. O'Shea tangling with Bamford. And here is Patrick Bamford! Sheffield United restore their 2-goal cushion. What a simple goal. Another Harmer assist. And Bamford onside as he raced onto it. Bamford chasing. And resuming his duel with O'Shea, who he fouls. And I think the captain will get a yellow card for that reaction. Bamford goes into the book. McGuinness's header, he's played well at the back for the Blades. Now O'Hare releases Bamford, who goes down, but no penalty. Oh, and that means Bamford's in trouble. A second yellow card booked for the dive. He has to go. Bamford from hero to villain here. Just as well that he already nudged the Blades towards victory.
There will be goals after the break. We've got an A-list derby at the Den as Millwall and Charlton renew rivalries. Plus, we'll see if the Championship's top goal scorer, Zan Vipotnik, could extend his purple patch in front of goal.
Last-minute winners. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL. This one's for the fans. Get money back as a free bet if your Build-A-Bet loses on Arsenal v Man United. Because no 2 weeks are ever the same. Sky Bet, for the fans.
I want to break free. God knows I want to break free.
Leave work at work. Delicious Kit Kat sharing bars. Irresistible fillings covered in thick marbled swirls. Perfect for sharing. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Stephen. Hiya.
Lovely, thank you.
It is lovely, isn't it? Bought it last week on eBay. Pre-loved, verified, so you know it's the real deal. Also, bargain.
When you find great deals on authenticated items, you can't help but say when it's eBay.
Mr. Wilson?
Hey, pal, how are you? Oh, missed you. We go home. The Big Arch is back, and it's here to stay. A burger so iconic, it's got its own sauce. Not just any sauce, that delicious Big Arch sauce. Big Arch, for Big McDonald's hunger.
Voyage. See it only in London at the ABBA Arena.
Breakfast is best together. Whatever they're having, they all love the great taste and smooth creaminess of Nutella. Delicious on porridge. It goes great on toast.
So good on fruit.
I like it on crumpets.
Nutella, always better together.
Got the big man to score first.
And of course, the big man.
Oh, chin up. With Paddy's Super Sub, your bet rolls over to the player coming on. So now all subs are super.
Substitutes!
Hurrah! Super Sub!
See winner of the sub door.
Super Sub from Paddy Power. And you can try out Super Sub with a completely free bet builder on any Premier League game this Saturday to Monday. Paddy Power.
My network gives me the freedom to change my mobile plan.
Changing plans month to month. Are you on Gaff or something?
Your goal is to reach the summit of that mountain in 14 days.
Do not come at me like that.
My trousers are filthy.
I can't do this.
Let me off this now.
Brand new The Summit. Coming soon on ITV1 and ITVX.
Absolute Seeds. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
It was Derby Day in South East London as Millwall hosted Charlton. It's been over 30 years since the Addicts last won at the Den. So could they end that agonising wait today?
Charlton have been in Millwall's shadow for 3 decades. Can they break 3 of their grip today? A sold-out Den, and it is absolutely bubbling here. There's Camille Negley. Aziz involved again. Langstaff with the flick. Pogba closing in. Millwall's Lions roar in the South East London Coliseum, and Charlton Athletic run for cover.
There's a hint of offside. I mean, you could just see Josh Coburn off the flick of Langstaff. What can Kaminsky do better? Goalkeeper comes. Confusion, maybe with Ramsey and Kaminsky. Coburn breathing down his neck. Yes, it is. It's the handoff, Kaminsky, isn't it?
Aziz drives Millwall up the pitch. Aziz on the move. The Millwall fans around us are all up on their feet here, expecting something. Aziz across the face of goal. How is it over the top from Josh Coburn? Incredible! It should be 2.
Oh my word. How on earth that isn't put in the back of the net is beyond me. Josh Coburn, all he's got to do is hit the target. Nothing special. Oh, what a chance that is.
Sir Daniel Day-Lewis, a Millwall fan. Gary Oldman, Sir Gary Oldman, in attendance here. Sir Gary Oldman, who grew up in New Cross, just up the road from here. Charlton looking to stay in this here. Doughty delivers, free header, second goal for Millwall, and that may just do it. Caleb Taylor rising and planting his header past Thomas Kaminsky. Millwall get the Hollywood ending.
Yeah, Gary, it's been deserved, hasn't it, as well? And this header's so good. I mean, the delivery's good, but when you've got the physical attributes and presence of Caleb Taylor, he gets it all right. Even Alex Neil's trying to head that home himself because he knows the importance of that second goal.
Aziz. Ivanovic. Aziz again. Femi Aziz goes down, penalty! He outwitted Rhys Burke, who commits the foul, and Millwall have a penalty.
Yeah, no arguments whatsoever.
And Camille Negley stands over this. Camille Negley, and Kaminsky gets down to it. Negley on a follow-up. Was it squeezed in? Yes, it was. The follow-up was squeezed in. And it is the crowning glory for Millwall. Luke Cundle takes the congratulations. Kaminsky made the save, but then he was beaten, and Millwall do have the perfect end to their perfect day. The wait for Charlton to beat Millwall goes on. It goes back to 1996. 30 years. There's Kramer. Millwall aren't done yet. Amaku. It's Amaku! It's another one! There's no stopping them! These are the new Lions Kings around here! And these players could be giving these supporters, these people, just what they want.
Literally non-stop. That's what I've enjoyed this afternoon, of how they've just kept pushing and pushing. But what a finish that is from Amaku. Kaminsky, no chance whatsoever. What a scoreline this has ended up being.
Immaculate from Amaku.
I think, if memory serves me right, I think we're joint clean sheets in the league. So clean sheets wise, we've been very good. I think where we've lacked is we need to score more goals. So to score 4 today was really pleasing, and that's something we need to try and continue going forward.
Hull and Swansea were both among the midweek winners. The Tigers put 3 past Preston to solidify their top 6 status, while their Welsh visitors got the better of Blackburn thanks to a double from leading goalscorer Zan Vipotnik.
Adzimetovic standing over this free kick for Hull City, looking to prise Swansea open. And Cabango, what's he done there? Handball, surely a penalty. Referee agrees. Almost inexplicable, this from Ben Cabango. What on earth was he thinking? About as clear a penalty as you're going to see. Ollie McBurney against his old club. It is McBurney who scores. Hull City open the scoring 24 minutes in. Of course it's him. An 11th league goal of the season for Ollie McBurney. There's Miller driving at the Swansea City defence, twisting and turning. He's come out to Slater. Good touch, and Slater's hit it, and goodness me, what an effort that is. It's Regan Slater. It's a crackerjack from distance. Only a 2nd league goal of the season for Slater. It's 2-0. Swansea have started the second half better. It's Cullen's header, and it's Cullen's goal. It is 2-1. Too little, too late, though, for Swansea. Hull set for a 3rd straight league win.
James asking for support from his defenders, but Smith continues in possession. Morgan caught on his heels. Allows O'Brien to work back and win it. Ball pass. Madsen intercepts it. Still Nicholas Madsen. That's lovely. It's Dembele off the crossbar. Well, I think Okonkwo might have got a touch on that. It's still alive now. What a strike! It's an unbelievable hit. Harvey Vale hammers it in. It's only his 2nd goal of the season, but he took that with some confidence. QPR take the lead in some fashion at Loftus Road. Ben Sheaf. That's not a bad ball. Nathan Broadhead. Here he is now. Broadhead, one-on-one with Dunn, can't get away. Thomason with the strike, saved low. It's still alive before Cook clears it away. Walsh equal to that, and he had to be. It was some drive. Thomason, Broadhead, Doyle in the penalty area. They have their equaliser in front of those travelling Wrexham supporters. Can Doyle with his first Wrexham goal. QPR 1, Wrexham 1. QPR corner. Madsen's ball in, free header. Steve Cook rises highest to give QPR their lead once again. His first goal of the season, timed to perfection. That's a wonderful pass out to Thomason on this left-hand side, who keeps it in, and Benge comes steaming in. Adu and Benge on a yellow card, could be in trouble here. As the referee, Mr. Langford, reaches into his pocket, not once but twice. A second yellow card for Benge. Still 2 minutes to go. In it goes. Walsh away. Windass! Josh Windass off the bench. Hammers it into the top corner. QPR 2, Wrexham 2. QPR hanging on by a tether. Rathbone! What a hit! Ollie Rathbone has won it for Wrexham in the final seconds. What a goal! What a moment for those travelling Wrexham supporters! And Wrexham have somehow magically pulled 3 points out the bag.
The subs have come on and impacted it when we really needed them, with 2 brilliant strikes. First for Josh, which is great technique, and obviously Ollie Rathbone with a fantastic strike for us. And you know, those are the moments you're in football for, to celebrate away wins like that with our supporters. In the end, it was very special, and it's a huge win for us.
So we hit the 6-minute mark here at St Andrews, and everybody in the ground paying tribute to Arthur Lavinjo Hughes, as the club always do. A tragic loss in this part of the world. Keeper came, didn't get there. Arrigo strikes it, and it comes off the upright. Wagner needs to clear the lines. Another set piece, another opportunity for Birmingham City, and this time Tommy Doyle firing it straight into the goal frame. Well, you have to say that Tommy Simkin probably had it covered. Stansfield, straight back across goal, and Iwata nods it in. Textbook execution, as everybody expected the delivery from Doyle to be overcooked and going out of play. But Stansfield peeled away to the space and put it on a play for Tomoki Iwata. And a celebration that is a tribute to Arthur Lavinjo Hughes. For Wimney waiting on the edge of the area. In towards that near post and turned in! Phillips is peeling away with the celebration, but I think it may have come off a defender last, and Zonzi may be trying to claim it as well. Stoke don't care one bit, and the Potters are back level on the road.
It's Marty against Matt next, as Leicester City and Oxford United meet at the King Power. Plus, we see a host of clubs hoping to put midweek defeats firmly behind them.
Reawaken dreams. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Are you all geared up for this making tax digital thing?
Worried about what MTD means for you? Sage makes it simpler for sole traders with helpful tax estimates. Get your free MTD software today.
There are many ways to do your ACCA. Some stick with the favourites. Some are sure they've cracked it, but not sure. Maybe. Others choose to go further. But however you do it, with William Hill, you can get up to 100% boost on your football ACCA. All you need to do is pick. Get your ACCA boost from William Hill, online and in shop.
You want £1 million?
I'd love £1 million.
So you enter the birthday draw.
I'm entering the birthday draw.
It's a very personal draw. So you think of a very personal way to spend £1 million.
I could buy that thing I've always wanted.
And it's your lucky day, so you win the birthday draw. But your children have other ideas, and they come with stable costs. But hey, at least you're a millionaire.
I'm extremely expensive.
The birthday draw. Is it your lucky day?
My network gives me the freedom to change my mobile plan.
Changing plans month to month. Are you on GEFGAF or something?
Guinness Men's Six Nations kicks off Thursday 5th of February live on ITV1 and ITVX.
Last minute winners. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Yannick Vestergaard was Leicester City's saviour on Tuesday as his late leveller rescued a point at Wrexham. The Foxes were back on home soil today, taking on an Oxford United side that start the day 5 points from safety. Both of Matt Bloomfield's games in charge have ended goalless.
Throw to Oxford then, the usual pushing and shoving going on in the box. It's Piet Harris who will wind one up again. In it comes, and they've won the header, and it's turned in by Sam Long. Oxford take the lead. Just 3 minutes gone. It's the first goal of the Matt Bloomfield era, and it comes from an unlikely source. The throw was a good one. Kieran Brown wins the header, and it's too easy really. Long goes Sid, his first goal of the season. Leicester looking to break. That header is loose, and Oxford have got it back again, and they've found Piet Harris once more. He's been a handful down that right-hand side. Brannigan plays him back in again, delivers the cross. It's come all the way through to Stan Mills, and the shot is deflected behind. Another really good chance for Oxford to double their lead. Piet Harris with the cross, evaded the keeper, came to Mills. Pereira deflected it behind. In comes the corner all the way across to Mafididi, whose shot is blocked. Leicester try to win possession back, but they've lost it again. De Keersmaker, and that is a good first-time pass for Harris. Mark Harris is away here, real chance for Oxford, who's rounded the keeper, and it's 2-0. Would you believe it? Oxford score their second 20 minutes from time. It's a second league goal of the season for Mark Harris. De Keersmaker found him really cleverly. He had so much to do, all on his own. But he kept his cool round the keeper. No mistake. Oxford in complete control here now, and the King Power is stunned. Marty Cifuentes, is he running out of time? In comes the corner. Thomas has teed it up for Fatawu, who picks his spot. Perhaps they do have a chance. Leicester pull one back. 6 minutes of the 90 remaining. Vestergaard found Thomas, who teed it up for Fatawu. It's a lifeline for the Foxes. That's going to go out of play, and there is the final whistle. The boos ring around the King Power, but not on the Oxford bench. A delighted Matt Bloomfield.
Crucial to try and get off to a good start as a new management team in a football club, to come here, such an illustrious football club, and to put on the performance we did. It was just filled with pride and emotion, that elation at the end, and I wanted to share it with our supporters.
Do you want to, and do you feel that you are the best person to get Leicester out of the position they're in?
Yeah, I've been in the Championship already 3 years. I've been coaching for many years. Obviously, as a manager, you're going to go for some tough situations. But yeah, I always manage to get the targets in all my clubs, and I'm sure that this will not be an exception.
It's worrying time for Blackburn Rovers, who toppled into the bottom three during the week. The Lancashire club have won just one of their last 12 Championship games, with some fans choosing to boycott today's fixture against Watford in protest of the Ewood Park ownership.
Corner the Hornets then. An opportunity to get a ball into the box, and it's half cleared. Cantwell can't quite get there, but Kayembe does, and he finishes into the bottom corner. His first start since returning from the African Cup of Nations. It's a smart finish, isn't it? More woe for the former Watford boss. How can Rovers reply? It looks bleak for them, but a near post cross, and it's an equaliser. Returning into the team from injury, Lewis Miller with it. It's a deft finish at the near post. There's a winner out there for somebody. Who's going to get it in this one? Could be a shot from distance. It is. It's deflected. Surely 2-1. What a save by the keeper, Selvik. Ahashi should have scored, and Watford clear their lines.
Bristol City must feel they're unlikely to have a better chance to get their campaign back on track than in this match. It's been a quiet start. Chance here though for Pring, and tumbles over the goalkeeper. The decision is goal kick. Well, Pring certainly pushed the ball too far. City getting a taste for it now. Reese, Twine, great save by Cooper. It's still in play. Fired back across. Cooper again. Twine is still in there. The Sheffield Wednesday keeper will not let him pass. Well, no wonder Cooper needs a lie down after that. Here's McCrory. Chops back to deliver the cross. And it's a great cross. And it's in from Twine. Bristol City have the lead. The scourge of Sheffield Wednesday. Twine's fourth goal against them in 7 matches. And that will improve the mood. Bell with a heavy touch. He's given himself something to chase. Putting those fresh legs to good use. He's kept it in, past the defender. Thinks about the shot. Twine, parried away by Cooper, and over the top from Pring. The flag stayed down. It's a big chance gone begging. Bannon can't hang on to possession, and a chance now for City to break. It's Armstrong on the charge. The white shirts catch him up, drag back, Cooper's there. Bell slots it in, and that surely is curtains for Sheffield Wednesday, heading for yet another defeat. Bell's waited a long time for that. It's almost 2 years since he last scored in City colours. Here we go then, it is Barry Bannon coming off. More than a decade through good times and bad with Wednesday. They'll certainly miss him if this is the end. And that looks like goodbye.
Barry had meant so much for this club, and I can only speak for 3 years. He has been there much longer than me, but he has been much more than a player for me. He has been a good friend, and he has been a fantastic leader. So of course Barry, he meant a lot for all the boys, much more than just for football.
Wary of Bobby Clark on the edge of the area for any bits and pieces.
Oh, O'Leary's in trouble, and he's beaten. And Patrick Adjemang is the beneficiary. Well, the debutant goalkeeper with a moment to forget.
It will hardly trouble the goal of the season contest, but it's a very significant one.
Travis, all a little awkward. Oh, and well, what a moment. Zetterstrom bravely putting himself in the firing line, and that was vital. There's all sorts going on in there. And has it been hooked out? I think it crossed the line. Derby have been pegged back. West Brom have equalised, and is it at last the end of this dismal run on the road? And Mepham has chosen quite the moment to score his first goal for the club. Well, it's not a victory, but it might just be a little victory for Eric Ramsey. His first point at the helm.
I think it was a really deserved point, a really important point, and gives us a platform and momentum, which at this stage of the season for us is crucial.
It was a great day for Middlesbrough, who closed the gap on leaders Coventry to 3 points, but also moved 5 points clear of third-place Ipswich following their loss. Wrexham jumped 3 places into the playoff spots after their sensational late win at QPR. Oxford stayed 23rd, but their win at Leicester puts them within 2 points of safety. Blackburn's point takes them out of the relegation zone on goal difference. Portsmouth drop into the bottom 3. If you want more Championship content, then make sure you check out our new show on ITV Sports YouTube channel. Expect tactical analysis and fan guests as we delve a bit deeper into the second-tier weekend. League One comes next, featuring some big games at the top, as Cardiff City host Stockport County. Plus rivals Huddersfield Town and Bradford City scrap over vital points in Liam Manning's first game.
Absolute Seeds. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
You want £1 million?
I'd love £1 million.
So you enter the birthday draw.
I'm entering the birthday draw.
It's a very personal draw. So you think of a very personal way to spend £1 million.
I could buy that thing I've always wanted.
And it's your lucky day, so you win the birthday draw. But your children have other ideas, and they come with stable costs. But hey, at least you're a millionaire.
I'm extremely expensive.
The birthday draw. Is it your lucky day?
See it only in London at the ABBA Arena.
We've always loved to watch, to be part of a moment. It brings us together,
David Beckham.
even when we're apart. Because when something speaks to us, to who we are, that's somewhere we'll always belong. There's no place like ITV.
Reawaken dreams. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Liam Manning is back in an EFL dugout with Huddersfield Town. That's now his third club in 7 months. The Terriers boss was thrown right into the deep end for his first game, coming up against rivals Bradford City.
Against Nerfville. Marcus Harness and Alfie May for Huddersfield. And the follow-up is wide. And it seems nobody can believe it. Lyndon Gooch. Well, he seemed sure to score. Oh, Alfie May. Radulovic, save and in. Marcus Harness. Liam Manning's Huddersfield have the opening goal of this derby. Oh, that's a jumping challenge. And the referee's got a decision to make here. But either way, it was always going to be a red. Marcus McGuane has gone. Huddersfield are down to 10.
Now that's good play from Dacres Cogley. He's got Andresen to his right, takes it on himself, and there's Wotton against the grain, against the noise. The Hatters have struck. Tanner, Eden for company. They've worked that nicely enough. Tanner, gathered wonderfully by Colwell. Oh, it's brilliant. What a goal. Joel Colwell, a super finish. Willock dropping onto this one, push through to Callum Robinson, big save Hinchliffe. What a save. That looked like being the one for Cardiff.
headed forward towards Talai, and here's a great opportunity for Peppel. Holding it up well, here's Sorinola, must be. Oh, it's saved on the line brilliantly, and somehow Luton Town survive. Galloway does very well to find Peppel, and he finds Sorinola, and now Talai, space to turn. Curtis, plenty of options in the area here for Curtis, will go for goal himself, and it's off the bar. Plenty forward from the back for Argyle. And the ball flicked on at the near post and very nearly in, and now it is in, and Argyle do lead, and it's Brandon Galloway who's got it. He's fizzing it in to Clark, and here's a chance for Naki Wells, best chance for Luton Town, but it's going to be cleared off the line by Mitchell. Sorinola, he's got Watts to his left, feeds the former Grecian. Crossfield ball towards Curtis, time to chest it down, and he'll find Talai, who's now looking lively. Talai again, great save, and then fired wide by Watts. Walsh to put it back into the box. Of course, if Argyle can win it here, there's no one in the goal, but instead it's a great chance, and a great save by Hazard, who got there in the nick of time to deny Clark. And there is actually the full-time whistle. Delight for Tom Cleverley.
Leyton Orient don't enjoy trips to Bolton. They'd lost their last 8 visits there in the league, their longest losing streak in the EFL, and after a desperately dull first half, they seemed to be headed for another defeat when the Trotters took the lead just 30 seconds after the break. Thierry Gale's fine solo goal. Just a few minutes later, though, his pass put Bolton under pressure, and the O's pounced. Ollie O'Neill's cutback was aimed towards Don Ballard, but he must have heard his captain loud and clear. Theo Archibald storming in from deep to slam in the equaliser. More action in the first 4 minutes of the second half than there had been in the entire first. Bolton hadn't scored twice in a match since Boxing Day. They were keen to end their run of form in front of goal. Sam Dolby's shot flashed across the face. Cyrus Christie kept the ball alive, but perhaps another cross was a better option than the shot. The corner was to prove decisive, though. In the 90th minute, the O's Azim Abdullahi punched the ball clear. Referee well placed to award the spot kick. A pressure situation for Bolton, their first League One penalty of the season. Mason Burstow was fresh, he'd only been on the pitch for 5 minutes. The Hull City loanee hadn't scored in his last 20 appearances, but he ended the drought, and Orient's losing run in Bolton continued.
With 4 league wins under their belt since Boxing Day, Mansfield were on as good a run as any team in the top 4 divisions, but found Stevenage tough to crack. Lucas Akins went closest to breaking the Borough's resistance in the first half. Charlie Good had it covered. Nigel Clough's frustration continued to build after the break, until Lewis Reed's free kick found Will Evans, who opened the way for Rhys Oates to tease a trip out of Jasper Pattenden. A penalty with 12 minutes of the 90 remaining. Akins, who'd scored twice in the last 3 matches, would now become the centre of attention. That perfect spot kick as it stood put the Stags level on points with Stevenage among the teams hunting down the playoff pack. But they'd need to protect the lead through 6 minutes of stoppage time, which proved impossible as Chem Campbell lashed in the home club's last-ditch equaliser. Borough remain winless in 8, but were delighted to stop Mansfield in their tracks. In midweek, Doncaster's first league win since November put them in touch with the teams above the bottom 4, and relegation-threatened Rovers picked up where they left off. Francis Okoronkwo had them in front inside 7 minutes against Wigan, his first since joining on loan from Everton. Soon after, Jay McGrath's header beat Sam Tickle for 2-0. Grant McCann's 500th match as a manager could hardly have got off to a better start. Doncaster maintained the momentum early in the second half. Will Aimson definitely didn't want the ball back. The unorthodox header a gift for Harry Clifton. Donny appeared to be home and dry. Still full of enthusiasm on his first Wigan start, Joe Taylor wasn't having that. The Huddersfield loanee curled his shot round a clutch of red and white shirts to give the Latics a glimmer of hope.
The prospect of an unlikely revival quickly gathered pace. From Fraser Murray's cross, Callum Wright cut the deficit to a single goal. And pumped up Wigan got their wish with 3 minutes of regular time remaining. New arrival Owen Moxon, on loan from Stockport, enjoyed a memorable debut in front of the now ecstatic travelling fans. Doncaster were desperate to recapture the points they'd thrown away, but right at the last, the long arm of Mr. Tickle kept out Jack Senior. No laughing matter for McCann, who deemed the collapse from 3 goals up Rovers' worst result of the season.
Ian Everett's smile belied the importance of the game at Bloomfield Road. Kevin Nolan's demeanour perhaps a more accurate appraisal of current fortunes. Neither Nolan's Northampton nor Everett's Blackpool had tasted league victory in 2026, but it was the hosts who set about changing that most effectively. George Honeyman's persistence creating a gift for Zach Ashworth, his first goal for the club just 3 minutes in. Not the start Nolan was looking for, with his side bidding to climb out of the bottom 4 at Blackpool's expense. To do that, they'd have to add to their meagre league goals tally, and Sam Hoskins almost did that before half-time. The Seasiders are hardly prolific themselves, and almost all the goals they do manage come from one source. Soon after the break, Michael Obafemi looked for leading scorer Ashley Fletcher, only for Terry Taylor to intervene. Nolan's mood not improved as Northampton faced a penalty, from which Fletcher made it 18 goals for the season, and his manager was presumably smiling at full time too.
Remaining upbeat despite their form, Rotherham boss Matt Hamshaw desperately needs a victory. It would be Zach Jules who set the Millers on their way early in the second half, as the hosts chased their first league success since early November. Also dragged into the relegation fight of late due to their fortunes, AFC Wimbledon, someone the Dons continue to look to though. Marcus Brown glanced them level. Hamshaw recently said he believes he still has the full support of the club. Jules' glaring miss in the final seconds won't have helped his cause much though. It's 11 without a win now for Rotherham.
Exeter had the joint best defensive record in League One and headed to a Port Vale side struggling for goals. The early signs were this one was going to go with a form book. The Grecians built on a solid foundation and took the lead after 22 minutes. Carlos Mendes Gomez with his first league goal in almost 2 years. Jaden Wareham is enjoying a breakout season. The 22-year-old has a dozen goals already and was unlucky not to make it 13. He didn't have to wait long to get on the score sheet though. 2 minutes after the break, he pounced on some Vale hesitancy and confidently stroked in. He scored in each of his last 3 League One appearances. Exeter were cruising and soon had a third. Another man finding his shooting boots, Sunderland loanee Timo Tuturov. He has 100% record scoring in the red and white of Exeter. 2 in 2 for him, and that had the home fans heading for the exit. Vale boss John Brady said post-match the performance was not good enough at this level. His side rock bottom and headed for an immediate return to League Two. They did score a late goal through Cameron Humphreys. It was little consolation for a side who've lost 5 of their last 6.
Their resurgence having faltered in recent weeks, Peterborough's trip to Wycombe was a crucial one for their playoff prospects. Cairo Lisby gave Posh a half-time lead at Adams Park, where they were long overdue a result. It had been 23 years since Peterborough had come away from Wycombe with maximum points, but once Lisby turned provider for Kean Hayes, Luke Williams' team were heading for a valuable win. It takes them above the Chairboys and very much into the race for the top 6. A Luke Leahy header which hit the bar was as good as it got for Wycombe, who suffered their first defeat in 5.
The Deep South came to leafy Berkshire as Reading hosted Louisiana Day in tribute to the home state of their American owners. And when Paddy Lane's cross was finished off by debutant Hayden Roberts, the Mardi Gras mood was building nicely. Reading had won their last 3 home league games, but their lead didn't make it to half-time. A punt downfield reached Reyes Cleary, and he did the rest. Well, almost. David McGoldrick, almost as seasoned as the Louisiana Evergreens, tapped Barnsley level. And midway through the second half, the visitors looked set to spoil the party completely. Adam Phillips' deflected shot left Reading floundering, like a man in a swamp, perhaps. But they managed to climb out 6 minutes from time after some fancy footwork from another debutant. Ryan Nyambe created a chance for Jack Marriott to pepper the gumbo with his 10th of the season. In English, Creole or any other language, you can't beat the joy of a late equaliser.
A good last 10 minutes for Michael Scabala's team. Can they find a way through? They just the one attempt on target so far tonight. Moylan has a go! Fantastic hit! And he opens the scoring in style. Cuts his way across the pitch and lays it out to find Armour. Free waiting in the middle for a cross to come. It breaks to Beasley! And an instant response from Burton. Here's Moylan. Now Draper having a go, escapes from the keeper and it's tucked away. It's a gift of a goal, really. Full-time score, Lincoln City 2, Burton Albion 1.
Lincoln closed the gap on leaders Cardiff to 4 points. Bolton jumped to third, but are 6 points behind the Imps. Huddersfield stay sixth, but won their first match under Liam Manning. Bottom club Port Vale are now 12 points from safety following their 15th defeat of the season. Blackpool's win takes them up to 17th. Plymouth Argyle are now 7 points clear of the relegation zone following 3 wins on the bounce. We've already seen how things played out between Bromley and Swindon. So next up we take a look at some of the other promotion contenders in League 2, with the rest of the top 7 all jostling for position.
Last-minute winners. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
There's been a murder in the US Embassy. Hannah, I need you.
Yes, Mum. Put the embassy on lockdown. Someone is helping him.
Get out, no!
Red Eye Series 2, available now.
Take it off! 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 Take it off!
There's no place like ITV.
Do you know what? I really like you two.
We just decided.
No, I do. I really like it. I like your attitude towards the game. You think when you know an answer, you just lock it in.
Yeah, no nonsense.
Good. Let's see your next question.
I thought I was going to say, let's get ready to rumble.
Anton Deck's Limitless Win, tomorrow at 8 on ITV1 and ITVX.
Absolute Seeds. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Odateo. Come up, bulldozes his way to the dead ball line. High hung up ball, Kabamba! Surely the winner, Nicky Kabamba! The striker shows us just how to respond. Full-time Bromley 2, Swindon Town 1.
So Nicky Kabamba was the hero here at Bromley as they maintain their 6-point lead at the summit of League 2. Time to see if the chasing pack could cling to their coattails, starting with third-place Walsall.
Just 15 minutes left when this game stirred to life. Daniel Kanu almost showing why Walsall are so pleased he's staying on loan for the rest of the season. But the Saddlers' top scorer couldn't settle a tame affair, which was nearly over when Aidan Flint's header was tipped over by Ollie Wright. Stanley solidifying mid-table safety, but Walsall dropping points and a couple of places in the table.
Salford were on their best unbeaten run of the season, a 9-match League and Cup sequence including 7 wins, and it didn't take long to set about extending that run against Bristol Rovers. Just 8 minutes gone when recent signing Ryan Graydon calmly dispatched the opener, the former Fleetwood man flying 3 goals in his first 2 home games.
A trip to Cambridge United looked a daunting task for Tranmere, but away days do seem to bring out the best in Rovers. And they took the lead at the Abbey Stadium on the stroke of half-time. Dylan Jones scoring his first goal since joining on loan from Norwich. An unexpected setback for Neil Harris's side, who were boasting the best current unbeaten run in England's top 4 tiers. Things improved for Cambridge though with the second half introduction of Shane Lavery. Within a minute he had levelled the score, the first goal since injury struck him in October. But Tranmere also had a substitute making an impact. Charlie Whittaker had joined the game around the same time as Lavery and likewise found himself on the score sheet. Rovers restoring their lead within 5 minutes. The game's most influential player, however, turned out to be Kellen Watts. 2 well-taken headers from the central defender, both from open play, swung the game decisively in Cambridge's favour. With the first, he applied a powerful glance to James Brophy's cross, and then, less than 10 minutes later, when James Gibbons whipped one over, there was Watts again in almost exactly the same spot to give the U's the lead for the first time in the match. Neil Harris's men have now equalled the club record for games unbeaten, 12 set under John Beck in their early 90s heyday. That this would be a 7th win in that sequence was confirmed by Ben Knight's goal deep in stoppage time.
Patterson, furthest forward for the home side. Patterson with the shot, and it's gone in as well. Callum Patterson, what a moment for him. His 100th career goal. Collins, looking to work that into the middle to Patterson. Klukas let it run, it's been picked up by Wiles. Jones on the overlap, Wiles with the ball in deep. Easily gathered by Brook. Referee says there is a foul though on Alex Gilby. It'll be a penalty kick to the MK Dons. Callum Patterson to make it 2-0, and he's done so. Lovely ball through. Chance here for Patterson. It's a hat-trick for Callum Patterson. Floated in. Collins with the shot off the post, and the rebound is turned in. Luke Offord from close range. Shrewsbury conceding 4 yet again this season. They lost 4-0 at Tranmere and 4-1 at Shrewsbury back in August. Chance for the shot. Oh, what a shot that is! Tom Sang! That's an outstanding goal from the Shrewsbury substitute. Bit of space on that far side now for Mellish. Mellish to drive it into the middle towards Hogan. It was blocked by the body of the goalkeeper, but he can do nothing about the follow-up. Dan Crowley is there for the MK Dons, and it is a 5th goal for them this afternoon.
Here's your Pender. Now Cerula. Looking for room for the cross, and he's dug it out as well. Jatta's in there! And Jatta has the opening goal. And Notts County's danger man strikes for the 11th time this season. Now Jatta. And Norburn off the crossbar, and Dimitri will get this away. But the Crew goal surviving.
Stand by for the rest of League 2 after the break. Grimsby Town are in the market for a 4th straight win, and promoted pair Barnet and Oldham Athletic go head-to-head.
Reawaken dreams. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Send Jordan a message. Right, what message do you want to ask?
Say, yeah, talk dirty to me, Jordan.
Imagine me leaning in close, whispering all the naughty things I'd do if you were right here beside me.
That is insane,
isn't it?
Olivia Attwood getting filthy rich tomorrow at 10:05 on ITV2 and ITVX.
Our main news this morning.
So it's a big responsibility playing a real person.
It's very brave of you to explain the story.
My hormones have gone through the roof. You're here, I'm here, come on. Yes! Twists and turns you would not believe.
Simple as that.
Get into your new day. 6 till 6, every weekday, only on ITV.
I think there's a risk. An attack on this country.
We're looking for things that aren't there.
This is what being a spy has come to, has it?
You really will lose everything. Where is it?
Where is it?
I need to know who I'm married to.
Brand new Betrayal, coming soon on ITV1 and ITVX.
Last minute winners. Sky Bet, sponsors of the EFL.
Barnet and Oldham were promoted together and find themselves tied in mid-table on 35 points. The Latics were protecting a 6-game unbeaten streak, their longest run of the season so far.
It's in towards Garner. And here's Pett! Clinical! And Tom Pett opens the scoring. Hartigan whips it in! And it's there! Glover got the final touch! And Ryan Glover equalises. I think he fancies this. It is Hartigan! Penalty! Struck a hand on its way through. Referee left in no doubt whatsoever. Debut for Kabongo Chimanga, who makes the perfect start to his career in black and amber. Eventually thumped away by Monte, and now a real scrap moving forwards. And what has the referee seen here? He's awarded the free kick, but he has a big decision to make. Nick Tavares, the guilty party. His fate hangs in the balance. It's red. And here is Garner. And now Stevens! Back on level terms. Here's Glover. Glover's ball in, off the woodwork, and tucked home. And the 10 men have found a way.
3 back-to-back 1-0 wins have steered Grimsby Town back within touching distance of the top 7. This sweet rising drive from Kieran Green broke the deadlock early on in Gloucestershire. His 6th league goal of the season from midfield. Certainly a gorgeous start for Grimsby. It's hoped that new loan signing Cole Deeming would add firepower to Cheltenham's cause. The 19-year-old was a lick of paint away from scoring on his debut. This affair was proving much tighter than the reverse fixture that Grimsby won 7-1 earlier this season. It looked like Andy Cook had provided breathing space for the visitors, netting their second. His first back with the Mariners 14 years after first signing for the club. Upon second inspection though, it looked like Jay's Cabier's cross had gone straight in.
Pete Wild said his Fleetwood players would need to scrap their way out of a 4-match losing run, but it was Colchester that got in the first meaningful blow 14 minutes in when Kyrese Lisby headed in his 10th of the season. The opener, pure power. The second was a thing of beauty for the U's. Fast feet from Micah and Bick, and Fleetwood had been hit with the old 1-2 and looked out for the count. Jack Payne was inches away from delivering the knockout blow with a little over 20 minutes to play. Town finally landed a punch late on, but it wasn't enough to sway the judges' scorecards. Ethan Ennis on hand to halve the deficit after an Owen Devonport flick had been cleared off the line. That's 5 defeats on the bounce now for Fleetwood. They go to Harrogate on Tuesday and will need a bit more fight about them to end the losing run.
Barrow knew 3 points against Crawley would keep them clear of danger towards the bottom, and when Isaac Fletcher netted for the 4th match running, thought they were on their way. It was Danny Rose who'd strayed offside, but Fletcher's pleas made no difference to the verdict. A welcome reprieve for Crawley, winless in their last 11 league matches, and ruining their luck as Danilo Orsi rattled the post before being stifled by the weight of numbers. Orsi's returned as part of an entire team's worth of players the Sussex club has drafted in this month in a bid to avoid the drop. Another, Taylor Richards, clinched 3 crucial points in style with just a minute to spare, landing Crawley's first victory since early November.
Harrogate haven't won a league match since September when they won at Gillingham. But any chance of a repeat showing against the Gills vanished in the second half of this rematch. Conor Masterson scored the opener, which swiftly brought about a Harrogate collapse. Moments later, Josh Andrews was tripped by Chase Hedman, and Gillingham were awarded a penalty. Armani Little's successful spot kick ensured that it would be another bad day for the Sulphurites. Gillingham themselves had only won once since early November, but had far too much for Harrogate to handle. Veteran striker Sam Vokes wrapped up this victory with his third goal for the club.
Could Rodney Parade revitalise Newport's great escape? Could County finally find some consistency in South Wales? Well, they had Jordan Wright to thank inside the first 15 minutes after he kept out Freddie Ladapo's early chance. It was proving an end-to-end opening as Bobby Kamwa tickled the post for the hosts. Newport were desperately chasing just Christian Fuchs' second victory in charge of the Exiles. In the 23rd minute, one of Newport's own was remembered. The Welsh football community rocked by the sudden passing of Ollie Allen this week. His side were able to produce a moment he would have loved early in the second half. Harrison Biggins was on hand to ram in his first goal for Newport, giving them the lead. Adding to it, 13 minutes later, Michael Spellman sweeped in this top finish to double the host's lead, his second goal in as many games. Winless in their last four, this so far wasn't the sort of afternoon Chesterfield were craving in an effort to reignite their push for the playoffs. Back from injury, Dylan Markande gave the visitors some late hope. 2 minutes from time, Tom Naylor could have broke County hearts. Newport would hang on though to make it 2 wins out of 2 at home to boost their growing survival hopes.
Bromley stay 6 points clear at the top following their win. Salford and MK Dons move into the automatic promotion spots. Only goal difference separates Cambridge from the top 3 after their unbeaten run was extended to 12 matches. Harrogate slipped to bottom and are winless in 17. Newport are now within a point of safety following their 5th win of the season. Crawley were the only other team to pick up a victory in the bottom 11. As we know, January can be a really challenging month for some, so the EFL are trying to spread some positivity with their Scan to Smile campaign. All you need to do is just scan the QR code on your screen to watch uplifting stories that celebrate all of the community work across the EFL. Here's a taster of what you can expect.
Life was really tough for me. I felt challenged, isolated, struggling with confidence.
After losing my wife, it was a very empty void.
I've got stage 4 prostate cancer.
I was going down a completely wrong path.
I first came to meet new friends because of my depression and anxiety.
Lost my dad to liver cancer, kidney failure. 3 years later then it was my turn.
It helped me to gain confidence, figure out my purpose and fulfill where I'm trying to get to.
Like escapism for an hour, completely forget any little problems that you might have.
And I found Beat the Block, joined, it's changed everything.
From the first day, I felt it was fantastic. I really enjoyed every minute.
It was brilliant, really enjoyed it.
I now feel like I'm part of the family.
On the subject of great community